career as a veterinarian?
I am a small animal practitioner in Indiana, and I'm in a group of 7 doctors that just practices general medicine and surgery, primarily on dogs and cats, but we do get a few small exotics that will come and see us as well.
Why did you select this career path?
Veterinary medicine for me was really emerging I had an interest in medicine. My mother's a nurse practitioner, but my interest was much more just my love of animals, my experience with small animals, so it really was just a combination of those 2 factors that really fit the best for me to combine those 2 interests together.
Awesome. What is the most interesting aspect of your career?
That's probably twofold question for me. One is the medicine. You just never know what case is coming next, so just the variety of what you see every day. You don't know what's in the box, you don't know what kind of case you're going to see next. And then going along with that, the other interesting thing is the people that it brings to you. Every animal has a person connected to it that has a story to share, and those are just really interesting to get to know over time.
Great. Share a funny or memorable experience you have encountered as a veterinarian.
There's lots of funny scenarios that we run into on a day-to-day basis, and most of those lumped together. My husband has always said he's going to write a book about you might be married to a veterinarian if, and he can fill in that scenario with lots of things like you can spend a national holiday working on a chinchilla, you can have to get your children out of bed to go help with anesthesia, your coworker may call and say their dog ate their child's underwear, or lots of different possibilities of things you get into. I lost my wedding diamond one time that we ended up finding in the clinic somewhere, and so he fills in that story with lots of answers. One of his favorites is when we had my first daughter at the hospital, and the anesthesiologist, while he was doing my epidural, was talking to me about his dog's cruciate repair. So there are just lots of situations that you don't expect to find yourself in that are connected to veterinary medicine that just make it funny and memorable overall.
Explain your career as a veterinarian and why you chose this career path.
When I was going through veterinary school, I wanted to be an equine veterinarian. So I started out doing equine work up in the western suburbs of Chicago, moved from there to central Indiana to do Amish work, still horses. Stopped doing horses once the economy hit the skids in 2008, and that's when I started doing small animal. Since then, I thought that I was going to own a clinic, but the opportunity never really worked out. So right now I manage a clinic for VetCor, and I like it quite a bit. VetCor allows me a lot of freedom, and they allow me a lot of responsibility. So I currently manage 2 clinics for VetCor.
Please share a funny or memorable experience that you have had while being a veterinarian.
We're closing on a house, but I told her that I was going to go do a call before we closed on the house. The house was to be closed on in the early afternoon. And I went out to a farm to do a cow surgery. It was a displaced abomason. I told my wife, don't worry, I'll be back in plenty of time. When I got there, the farmer asked me if I could do 2 of the surgeries. I didn't want to disappoint him, so okay, I'll do 2 surgeries. I'm just going to have to be quick about it. He said, no worries, he's going to get the cow all lined up. So I do the first surgery, I get it done, I'm still doing okay on time. Second surgery, same thing, cut the cow open, put it back, put the abomason back where it should be, get in my car, run to the bank because I got to get the cashier's check before we close on the house. So I go into the bank and I tell the teller, hey, I come short on time here, I got to get going. And she really slows down, and I was starting to get irritated, like, hey, I gotta go, I don't want to be late for this. Well, finally she generates the cashier's check, I get in my truck, I go to closing, but before I go into the closing, I pull down the visor just to look at my face because I had been coming from the farm, and I had blood all over my face. So I can always remember that, so I cleaned it up before I went in, obviously, but I was just thankful that she didn't call the cops on me when I was impatiently asking her for a big check.